You're listening to the Here for the Clout podcast. Here are your hosts, Sherilyn Dale and Cece Suarez. Yeah, baby.
Hello, Clout Queens, Kings, and in-betweens. Welcome back to the Here for the Clout podcast. My name is Chelsea Suarez. I am one of your very beautiful, hilarious, journalistic
Scrumdidlyumptious
hosts. And this messy little mongoose is Sherilyn Dale, your other host.
I called you a Scrumdidlyumptious. What is that from?
Scrumdidlyumptious?
Ooh.
Scrumdiddlyumptious.
You diddlied it.
Yeah,
Oh, I
scrumdiddlyumptious.
diddlied it. I was like Scrumdidlyumptious for the first one.
You lost an illy in there.
Yeah, I did.
Scrumdiddlyumptious is isn't it from Willy Wonka?
You're so good at saying it. Do it one more time.
Scrumdiddlyumptious.
Diddlyumptious.
I'm good I'm good at diddling.
Perfect.
I'm raising my eyebrows. Can you tell?
Oh, did you get some talks?
I got so much.
I need
to
top up.
Like 2 weeks before we went to London, 2 or 3 weeks.
Oh, so it's really, really nicely kicking in right now.
Girl, it is like, this is perfect because I can raise my eyebrows enough to where I don't need a bluff.
Right.
But when it's, girl, she was heavy there for a minute.
Yeah, you know what? I think I'm going to need to do the same. I actually have to go see them about like a little, I don't know, little bump here that I don't like. I want them to burn it off. Yeah, just sizzle it out. But yeah, I'm going to get her to do the same thing because I do always, it'll just like tack on like a little extra time for the bluff, you know?
Yeah.
I think we've got Big Eye convinced that he's getting one as well at this point. Poor thing. Like he just got so bullied and self-conscious, but you know, sometimes that you have to do that.
Yeah, it probably didn't help that I was like hanging on to his eyelids and I was like, I think you need one.
No, and I guess James said the same thing. He told James, I guess he was like, oh, like the wife and Chelsea have been like saying like I need a bluff, like that I'm supposed to get surgery. And James like, and he's like, you do.
Yeah, those things is hanging. You probably should have. Girl, or I was gonna say you could probably get it covered by insurance. I don't know if y'all's is like that up there, where if you like, he could.
Oh, his will be covered for sure. Like I'm actually kind of jealous about
his
that
is
for
medical.
him, but
ours is cosmetic.
Yeah, no, it is. So you guys tell Big Eye he's adorable, but
he's beautiful.
Also say like go for the bluff, buddy. Especially like he's got the perfect opportunity right now. It's free, and James Welsh told you to.
Listen, if James tells you to do something,
yeah, especially if it's something like skincare or like like youthful related, that is his jam. You gotta listen. Maybe I should just maybe I should get him to say something like that for me, like that it looks medically and needed and give that to my doctor. But do you know who this is?
Just show a video of James and Robert being like, have you seen her?
We really need to list up.
Yeah. Anyways, we love them so much and I love you so much. Did you know that it's Pride Month?
I know. I wore my rainbow shirt in the last episode, but we didn't get to talk about it. And I wish that we would have had more time to, I don't know, just do anything in life right now to talk about Trisha's outfit in her last episode and her wig with the rainbow front pieces because oh my god, I want to do that.
I need it so hard.
At one point I think this month we do need to bring back a little cosplay moment or just really like a elaborate outfit moment and lean into Pride Month and really get into character.
I will dress up like Rainbow Bright. Oh my gosh, we should dress up like our favorite gay icons.
Rainbow Bright. Okay, yeah, I love that. Yours is going to be Trixie Mattel. That's actually going to be really fun for you.
I already know what I'm going to do.
It's Trixie, right?
No, it was going to be Cher.
Oh. No, I think I should be Cher.
Oh.
Do you know Cher's name is Sherilyn?
I did not know that.
Isn't that amazing? And we actually look alike when she was like a teen and I was like a teen. Mm-hmm. I got this coaster. We'll insert it right here. And when I first saw it, I was like, what the like why it's a mugshot. It's she got like arrested when she was young. And I'm like, why am I on this like coaster?
Who did this?
Yeah, and then I'm like, they spelled my name wrong. And my mom's like, Sherilyn, it's Cher.
Sherilyn.
I was like,
no.
What? We'll insert it. We'll insert it here. Anyways, okay, I'm so excited. I'm really excited to see.
So, so we have been, I cannot wait. So we have been obviously very busy with the Elizabeth podcast. If you do not know where to find it, I don't know what to do for you at this point, okay? So we have it linked down below, the YouTube page for it. It has its own YouTube channel, but then also it's on Apple Podcasts, Spotify.
And I'm going to need somebody who loves us and follows us and knows what the hell we're doing, because we don't actually, if you could let us know what the hell we're doing, but then also other people. So I think there's like a misconception that like the YouTube and the podcast like universally on whatever platform goes out at the same time. It doesn't. It takes like quite a bit to like put the audio on, also like render it in something that is, a little bit more
Spotify usually
palatable.
goes first though.
Yeah, it does. So there'll be like Spotify, Apple, Amazon, all of that stuff.
YouTube's
but
last.
The YouTube is last. Yeah, that is usually like a week behind schedule. So if you're like, I need an episode now, it will be on Fridays.
It's weird.
We're down to our last 2. It's actually really weird.
It's weird how that works though. Like, why does it take? So I mean, I guess it's just different for like the distribution for like the processing for each platform, but it does stink. But the fastest one and fastest way to listen to it is Spotify usually.
Yeah, Spotify. But yeah, no, the YouTube it's me. Like I have to like run it through like Final Cut, like get the audio, put it through Final Cut, export it. I don't know why it takes so long to export. And at this point I got other things to do. I'm researching and writing the next episode. So I love ya, but it's usually a week behind.
Yeah, but that's a-okay, girly pop. And then also keep in mind, not us just making excuses. We also still do have our own podcast that we do 3 times a week, and then our own channels as well that, you do 1 to 2 videos a week. I try to do 3, but sometimes it's just 2. And then
after this, I'll be able to do 2 consistently, which I'm actually loving, because there's been so much, like I've literally been like, oh my God, I forgot about my channel. Like that's literally what my moment was yesterday. I'm like, I need to make a fucking video. Like I actually have a sponsor. I can't even take the week off of my channel. And then I was like, you know what? I'm actually getting more efficient with like prioritizing and doing like certain things. So I'm like, you know what? Once Elizabeth's done, I will be able to do 2 videos a week consistently, which I'm looking forward to.
I'm so excited for that for you.
I'm so sick of her.
Yeah, but
I think I'm just sick of like seeing the lies still.
Yes, but the thing is that we're not going to be done with her after this season.
No, we're not. We have another season, and that kind of just fell into our lap. But we don't know when that'll be out, because there's actually like other agencies involved that require us to be patient with and cooperate with.
3-letter agencies.
Yeah. So.
And I'm not talking about KFC. Okay.
Is that like KFC.
Yeah, I just reshared the PDF with you, or I replied to it, so you could just click on it. So since it is Pride Month, I wanted to give one could say that I've been outwardly gay, outwardly queer, longer than Sherilyn. And so I like to try to really push her and force her into gay culture, and she's done so well, if I do say so myself. Now, I have made a presentation in honor of Pride Month of things that are gay. Just things that are gay, and I will not explain any of it. So, gay? It's gay. That's the first slide here. Are you watching? Are you on there?
Yeah.
So, first one is handheld fans. Not the flippable kind, the rechargeable kind. They're gay.
100%.
Good. Enamel pins, the gayest.
What are enamel pins?
Like the ones you like put on like a jean jacket.
Oh, pins. Yes. Okay.
Yeah, not pens. Pins.
Yes, I should. Yeah. I looked at pens underneath and pins there and blended them together.
Well, stop looking ahead.
Well,
and it's gay.
Okay.
Gay. Not being patient, gay. And then clicking pens. Pens with a cap, hetero. Pens that you click, gay.
Yeah, especially like the nice bougie ones where you spend like $100 on them. Yeah, I love it.
Colored ones, so gay. KitchenAid stand mixers.
Yeah, gay and also
inconvenient,
iconic?
heavy. Why is it on my counter? Because it looks pretty. Ornamental,
it does.
gay.
Yeah, ornamental.
Sporks. We don't need to explain that. Jellyfish, the gayest.
Oh, for sure they're the gayest.
Balloons.
Yeah.
Yeah, very gay. What are they doing? Floating around? Gay.
Yeah. Fabulous.
Fireworks.
Dangerous.
And gay, dare I say. Bobby pins.
Except for if they're the ones that like fizzle out, because no, that would never.
That would be considered a little like sparkler. I mean the ones that are like illegal.
Yeah.
Gay. Because gay. Bobby pins. Gay.
It's the most random PowerPoint presentation.
Gloves.
Oh, for sure.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what type of gloves.
No.
So gay. Especially the big ones that Dexter from Dexter's Laboratory, the ones that his mom would wear. She had those big those big dishwashing gloves. I want a pair of those.
Yes.
I need those.
Yeah, yeah.
I might ask Tony to put that in my stocking this year for Christmas.
Those were so convenient. Like that was like, why isn't that like
saves your nails?
100%. And just like you can get like just like even more efficient, like cleaning too, right? Like we don't clean our toilets like our parents did back in the day.
All right, calm
like
down.
You can't.
Yes, we do. Yes, I do.
No, you can't. You can't. Well, like I have people to help me do that, but like even like when I was, or if I have to, like I'm just kind of like, okay, here, like it's good. But when you had those gloves, like you weren't scared to like get up in there, get it sloshing all over the place. I'm gonna get some.
Gay. Sloshing all over the place? Gay.
Yeah.
Skeletons. Bones
like skeletons
inside of
in
you?
the closet
Gay.
or bones? Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
And birds. This is gay. That's specifically pigeons, but gay.
Perfect.
And that's it. And if you disagree with me,
And there you have it.
You're homophobic. So I don't know what to tell you.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ?
No, man. Jesus definitely, like, people have gotten so mad at me when I've said, like, no, Jesus would be not cheeked up at the Pride Parade, but he'd be handing out water at the Pride Parade.
He'd be an ally for sure. Let's stay there.
You don't care.
Right. Well, yeah.
He loves you no matter what.
There we go.
Some could say that's gay.
Okay. I'm like, what's not gay? Because we're using it in the opposite. You know how people used to be like, that's so gay, and then it would be like negative. Now it's been like, that is so gay.
In our household, we say that's straight behavior.
Yes.
Or instead of saying like,
because you know what, it usually is.
Right. So Tony was like, he's like, yeah, but saying straight behavior, that's too long. He's like, it doesn't flow. And I was like, okay, so then you have to say hetero with like a disgusted face. And he's like, okay. So he said it a few times, and I'm like, Tony, that gives the same energy of me like walking into a room and being like, oh, awful lot of honkies in here. Like, you are straight. And he's just like, yeah, but I'm like, all right.
Can't take it too far, Tony.
I know. He's
frick.
just the best. Oh my God, I thought of it. You know how we were talking about like the like green flags and like the test for like before you hook up with someone? So Tony has had 2 green flags. Well, he's had a billion green flags, but 2 of them where I'm like, I love you so much. When we were talking about cabaret, and we were saying he was like, there's probably some people who like are uncomfortable like going to a show like that. And I was like, yeah, but that's, because I was saying like it was kind of comforting to hear like the like visceral reaction from the audience, the like of seeing the armband, the Nazi armband, and I told him after, I was like, thank God. Like, thank God at least like it still has that reaction. And so we were talking about that, and he was like, it's interesting though, because some people have that like visceral reaction to like, maybe if they don't know what it is and they go to it and they have that visceral reaction to like, they might think like, oh, it's gay propaganda. And I was like, I know it's weird that would make people uncomfortable. And he was like, yeah, it's art. And I was just like, And then he keeps telling everyone, he's like, yeah, Billy Porter walked by me like 5 times. And
He did. Like right there.
I was like, Tony, you should have high-fived him. And he's like, that's the most straight thing I could have done. He would not have. And he's like, I would be ashamed. I was like, yeah, you're right. But then we were watching The Devil Wears Prada, and he's seen like clips of it once or twice. And so we like sat down and actually watched it randomly one day. And Tony was so annoyed with the boyfriend in Devil Wears Prada. He's like, why is he such a little bitch? Why is he not excited for her? Like, this is an amazing opportunity for her.
Yeah, he was awful. Yeah, he was.
And I was like,
it's an amazing opportunity for her. Like, she's
I was like, Tony, you're amazing. So I was thinking, I was like, that's another like green flag test of who do they think is the actual villain in The Devil Wears Prada. And let's be honest, it's the boyfriend.
Not Meryl Streep.
Definitely not Meryl Streep.
No. Yeah, it's him for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Amen.
Yeah. Well, you know who's also a villain, apparently?
Good one.
That's the only reason I told that story.
This one guy that we don't know anything about, but I did want to talk about it because I saw it all over my FYP. And again,
wait, it's a man? Oh, the fiance. I was about to be like, wait, are we talking about the same story?
Do we have a different story? But thank God for Kelly. Oh, God, Kelly. So Kelly dove in for us so that we could learn about this story because we just, it's too much. It was too much at this point in our time.
Oh, wow. Having 3 jobs is too much? Who would have thought?
It's more than that right now.
Yeah.
Because we also like have to exist in life. Like,
well, we also have
like, wives and mothers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So today we're talking about the wizard Liz, their fiance, who cheated on her while she was 4 months pregnant. Now, y'all know we hate a cheating story.
Yeah.
But we love it.
We love it for the messiness, and especially like if like, you know, the person who's involved is like wanting to talk about it and just like have that, you know. There's been times where I would have loved to have had something like TikTok and just pop the fuck off on somebody. Like head tattoo.
Well, you go to Patreon for that. Oh, hey, we have a Patreon. Patreon.com/here for the clout. There are 2 tiers. There's at this point hundreds of hours of content for you. And we are very excited for you to be over there. There's chats you can get in with people. Someone was having a hard day the other day and asked for pictures of people's pets. And then they came back like 2 days later and they're like, I completely forgot I asked about this. But like, that was so sweet, guys. Thanks. It was so nice. And I started a new chat and it's called What You Craftin'. And people share like their like hobbies basically. And like, I'm gardening this, or like I'm painting this, or you know, this is the craft I'm working on. And we've got really talented people in there. It's crazy.
I'm so excited.
Yeah. Anyways.
Perfect. So yeah, go hang out with us over there, please.
Yeah, please. We love you so much. So the people involved, let's get our conspiracy board ready. So we have the wizard Liz, who I'm sure I'm going to mispronounce as the lizard whiz multiple times. So here's Lizard.
I actually like that.
Yeah, we're just going to call her Lizard from now on. So 26 years old, content creator. Per News 18, super credible source, they're known for making content related to mental health, healing, and self-development. I swear to God, if they sell a course. She's also known for posting empowerment? No, those aren't words. And posting empowering content that resonates with women of all ages. Shall we watch a TikTok to get a little grasp?
Yeah, let's get a little grasp on her.
I think this is the best you can do. Why do you think that a person that disrespects you is the best you can do? Do you really think that low of yourself?
I feel attacked.
Do you think that a person that disrespects you is the best that you can do? Okay, all right. I think I had like half of the first part cut off and I was like, who are we talking about? She's just talking to us.
Yeah, she's like yelling at you. Not yelling, but like scolding you.
Okay. But that's good. Like sometimes you need a little kick in the ass.
Yeah,
because
no.
you're just like, yeah, am I being disrespected? Is this the best that I can do? No. The answer is always no. It's better.
Correct. We accept the love we think we deserve, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
Not unfortunately for me. My husband's great and I love him.
Mm-hmm.
And he loves me. Oh, I cannot wait to snuggle his butt cheeks today. Anyways, sorry about that. So her audience is primarily young women. She does come off a bit girl bossy, unfortunately.
Okay.
And Kelly said, internal thought, I hope she never joins an MLM. She would be in that top 1% in like 5 seconds. She does talk about manifesting a lot. So like to us, at least, that, that can be pretty red flaggy, especially, just, yeah, it can seem kind of manipulative.
Yeah.
So she posts relatable content as well. Like when she got bangs, hopefully they're not trauma bangs.
Let's see.
Oh, no.
No.
Oh, no, girl.
Oh, no.
Those aren't bangs. That's a mullet. What's going on?
Oh, no.
That's hilarious. Okay, maybe I do like her.
I do. She's like, guys, what the did I do?
That is, those are trauma bangs. Is that like right after he cheated? What's going on? That's so sad.
Oh, no, Liz. Oh, okay.
Just get the clip-on ones. Literally, just get the clip-on ones. I need to get them in a lighter color because mine are too dark. But
I know I need to get them in a darker color. I actually think I'm just gonna go for the curtain bangs, but
everyone keeps telling me to, and I'm scared.
yeah, I think I'm gonna do. I would love I'm at the length now where I could probably get like the Goldie Hawn layers. So I need to find somebody who's really good at it though, like because that's hard to do. So I need to find somebody in Edmonton who can get the Goldie layers, and I can just get that volume. Yeah,
I'm gonna be
and
so
she's got
turned
the
on.
curtain bangs. She's got the curtain bang.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I love it. Oh my God, I love that so much. Okay.
I won't be able to be as lazy, but I think it might be.
Well, that's how I feel with short hair. But then again, it's like, let's be honest, I curl it. I do like tight curls once a week and then just spray the shit out of it for like the rest of the week.
Yeah. And then each day is like a kind of a more like, like different look as it gets looser and a little bit more beachy wave, like it's very versatile. Yeah. It's perfect. Love it.
Oh my God, RIP to my cervical spine. So Liz has struggled with eating disorders and has spoken to her audience about these struggles. She isn't afraid to speak out about body image, like when this photographer told her to not eat until her next photo shoot.
What? Does she say who the photographer is?
Eat until the next shoot, because that will develop an eating disorder. You are very lucky that I am secure in my body and that I love myself. But if there was another model who was standing here and was insecure about her body, that one comment that you made would literally make her go insane. Her organs can die, literally. She can die because of that one comment that you made. Watch how you talk to people.
Okay,
No, that's not the way you talk to people. I shouldn't lose anything because I'm already very skinny. And even if I wasn't, you're not the one to tell me what to do with my body. You're going to tell the clients that I'm not doing this anymore. No, you can tell them why I'm not shooting. We're not doing this. And you should watch your mouth and what you tell to people because it can really damage them.
Damn, that's crazy. Good for her. I hope that's not staged. I hope that's real.
I hope that's real too. I had some questions. I'm like, because it's so hard nowadays, like to know what's real and what's not. Because if I was the friend, my ass would have also been like on you, like, you.
I absolutely would be secretly. I'm not even secretly. I'd just be like, hey.
Excuse you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's a refugee and an immigrant born in,
Chechnya.
Yes. You are so smart. In Chechnya and raised in Antwerp, Belgium. She has family that had to flee Chechnya due to the second war with Russia in under 10 years. Chechens are a distinct ethnic group with their own language, culture, and traditions, just to make that clear. And Chechnya is a republic within the Russian Federation, in case you needed to know that. All right.
Social studies.
Yeah, geography. Hello, history class. So she hosts a podcast called The Lizard Whiz. And per the Daily Mail, the podcast aims to empower young women through discussions, stories, and advice for personal growth. And there's been no new uploads since last year. That's crazy. So she grew up in poverty with an abusive father who almost unalived Liz and her sister, which is horrible.
Horrific.
Do we want to play this TikTok that has a content warning on it for abuse and violence? I personally don't want to watch it, but if you are just listening, skip forward a minute or something. We'll have the timestamp on the screen. And if you're watching and don't want to see that, just skip forward. I personally cannot watch that though.
Okay.
But yeah, we'll include it for you.
People see us, and especially you, and they know that you've been through abuse and stuff, but I don't think I think you guys don't understand
The extent.
like
Yeah.
we were almost
Like
not
we
alive.
we came very close to being unalived and stuff. And you know, like the main reason that we're so close is because we had to protect each other when we were younger. Because we grew up in an abusive household, and when I say abusive, it's literally like trying to take our life and this and that. And you know, like with our I remember like one instance with our father. Like we were 12 years old, both of us.
I think the first time was I was 8 and you were 7.
So then that had happened, and it was basically like my father was trying to take my sister's life, and I was sitting there and I had to plead for her life. So I was like, please, like, don't do this. And this went on for hours, guys. Like, it was nights, like 5 hours.
Yeah, I was like, I'm dying today, and I was 8.
Father also cheated on her mother. Liz has amassed her own small fortune by creating content, ad revenue, sponsorships, affiliate marketing, merchandise. And then obviously with that type of success comes, you know, people who don't like you. And of course, there is a Snark Reddit page dedicated to her as well. And she has over 1.8 million subscribers on YouTube. She joined in 2016. However, her oldest video is from 3 years ago. And she has 8.3 million followers on TikTok, 5.3 on Instagram.
Holy shit.
One thing that's interesting is that on Spotify, all of the podcast episodes were uploaded on the same date. So maybe they were like taken down and edited and put back up. We don't really know.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
Kind of weird. Very, very strange. Anyways, so she also has like a website too, but we don't know what she's selling. And then it says that like everything that they were selling is sold out, and that all orders will ship early October. Not sure what they were like even selling or what year that was from. Yeah.
All right. So, the fiance, Landon Nickerson, also don't know who he is, but does very well. It looks like on social media. He's a YouTube gamer, entrepreneur, started an AR platform, self-made millionaire, stalker, allegedly in Kelly's opinion, love bomber, allegedly also in Kelly's opinion, and terrible at taking accountability, apologizing, also in Kelly's opinion. Oh, she goes, he's also an amazing rapper.
Oh no.
Let's take a look.
It's true, I invented you. Look at what you do, then look at me. I'm invincible, I taught you every move. Yeah. And Pug, hold up. Why you trying to diss me every single chance you get? You lunatic, yeah, I'm gonna let the world know about your greatest secret, yeah, your body pillow. Yikes. Your Pokimane body pillow. Oh my.
Ew, not the neck pull at the end. Oh. Wow.
What
Wow.
in the Rice Gum diss track was that?
That actually made Rice Gums palatable, I think. This is insane. I love this text on the top of this for anybody listening. It says, "This is the guy who fumbled Wizard Liz, by the way." Wow. Okay. So he's got 2 point
corner of the internet that I like.
I know. That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, where, like, God bless my algorithm, though, for keeping me where I am. I'm actually quite content in my little, like, nest there.
Yeah.
TikTok, she just does whatever she wants. But YouTube, I'm quite content. And I, like, rage. I've worked really hard on that because I, like, rage when people, like, grab my phone to, like, try to, like, look up things on YouTube. I'm like, whoa, go to the browser. We go to the browser. We do not go to the pre-logged in one.
Yeah, or just like, don't touch my phone.
You know how long it took me to get A for Adley off my suggested page?
Who is that? I know, I don't want to know. No, don't talk about him because then they're going to pop up on mine. I don't want that.
Oh, she's a little girl. Oriana loves watching her. So, but I'm great, like, adorable, like, great content for, like, kids Oriana's age.
I'll block her right now.
It doesn't feel like Ace Family or, like, 8 passengers or 12 passengers, whatever they are. It's her having fun and like playing video games or like going to like swim parks or not swim park. You know what I mean? Like it's just what she does in her day-to-day life, not like let's sit down and talk about your whatever, like trauma today. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, but it's, again, not for me. Okay, 2.99. He's got 2.99 million subscribers on YouTube, over 1,000 videos. Instagram, he has 192,000. Twitter, people still use Twitter, hey? 213,000. And then he's got his website. So this is how they met. Apparently, this is their little love story.
I am getting married and I am engaged. I met Landon 3 years ago and we met online. He was the first man to ever approach me online and to congratulate me on my YouTube success and to say how proud he was of me. And he was so sweet. And I remember 3 years ago checking out his Instagram profile, seeing some pictures, and I thought, oh, it's a cute guy. But I just thought he's sweet. He recommended a book that I should read because it really helped him as well. And he was really into the same ideology as me. After that, we went a little back and forth. But then after that, I stopped answering really because I was getting into a relationship with my previous partner. And I didn't think that was appropriate. We stopped really contact. However, the years following, Landon would always like send me a message or try to congratulate me whenever I had accomplished something big, or whenever I was even going through something, he would always send me like encouraging messages, and that was just so sweet. And everything like went its own direction, went its own way.
Okay.
They don't seem like they like match up.
Not at all. So I'm like, who does she look like? She looks like Reese and Catherine McBroom.
100%.
Mixed into one. If they had a love child, good God. That's this lady.
I'd watch that, honestly.
Yeah, no kidding. Okay, so this, I guess, is another take on their fateful meeting. And Kelly says a lot of people compare Landon to Joe Goldberg from You.
Hello. You?
So I do.
There were some comments on the last one that said that like, oh, so he studied her.
Oh.
Yeah. Yikes.
Okay.
Liz's partner was actually her stalker, and the story about them meeting is really scary. As women, we need to be more cautious on the men who approach us. It's equally as important to go through that phone, because if you have heard the story about how they met, it's actually really scary. So when she tells the story about how they met, she says that she was on her way to Greece at an airport, that she had a mask covering her mouth, she had something on her head. She was basically unrecognizable, right? She said that she looks up because someone was like, Liz, and it's this guy that she has been messaging on the internet, but they have never actually met in person. It's him. So he says that coincidentally, he is on his way to Mykonos, and he had left his backpack in the exact spot that Liz was sitting in. So he just so happened to forget his backpack, and he had to come back to get it from the spot that she is sitting in. Now, she said that she was shocked that he even recognized her because she was fully covered up. So this man knew that she was there. I don't know how he knew, but he knew, and people say that he's really in tech, that he has his tech startup, that he has a tech background, so it could be possible that he was tracking her somehow. Not only that, but when he explains why he's there at the same moment as she is, he says that his friends had invited him to a trip overseas, but that last minute they canceled on him, and the wizard Liz, being a good person, which I would never do this is actually very questionable, she invites him, her stalker, onto her trip that she was taking with her friend, and the rest is history. Now looking back in hindsight, you can see how it was bullshit that he ended up in the same exact spot as her, coincidentally, as she was on her way out of the country. And it's like he never really cared. It's like he saw her as a project from the beginning. I just find that super, super scary. I think it's really important for women to do background checks, phone checks, really anything that can verify that this person is not a weirdo. And it's very easy for them to disguise themselves. For example, this man literally had a parasocial relationship with Liz for so long. He was texting her while he had another girlfriend, and then he somehow stalked her to the airport, and then they fell in love, and he managed to like confuse her and have a baby with her, and now this lady has a baby with her stalker. And by the way, I am in no way blaming her. I'm just trying to spread awareness on taking some additional steps before you just fall head over heels in love with somebody who has like been messaging you for a long time, or somebody who knows you from the internet, or somebody who coincidentally meets up with you at the airport after they've been messaging you for months.
So one thing that we do need to make clear though as well is like he's not just like a random fan.
Yeah.
And I think that's important to like, did he already, like at that point, he already had his social media and channels and stuff too, right? Like it wasn't.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
yeah.
also
it sounds
like
that for sure. But
he could have definitely been sketchy.
Yeah, and I think that actually adds like a little bit more of like an element of thinking of, like considering more, I don't know, I guess like about the actual context behind that meeting, because usually there's like, I don't know if you feel the same way, but usually if there's somebody like in the same industry as you, like, and I'm going to say like, especially like with content creation, when you know that somebody like does the same thing, and even if they have that like little like verification or whatever, there's this element where you drop your guard down a little bit more than you would.
Yeah, of course.
Normally, right?
Yeah, I mean,
so that could have
they
also
get it.
been it. Exactly. So
They get
he can
it.
basically say like whatever he wanted to. It is really interesting the fact that he does have like quite a like techie background, like if like she's alleging, because yeah, like your friends can't, like, did they cancel at the airport? Did they cancel before and you were just like, I'm still gonna go? It's just weird. And of course, like us, like the Sabrina Carpenter song, like you don't have to lie to girls. If they like you, they'll just lie to themselves. We would take that as like the biggest sign from the universe. And if she's somebody who we've heard likes manifestation and looking at signs and stuff like that, she'd be like, oh my God, this is it.
Oh my gosh, yes. And girl, if he like studied her.
Yeah,
then
that's actually really kind of eerie to consider.
Yeah, which obviously we don't know if any of this is a fact.
No.
It's all alleged.
No, we're speculating. Yeah, we're speculating here, right?
Big speculation.
It is a good, regardless if that's what their situation was or not, it's a good, thing to have in the back of your head moving forward. To be like, you know what? Yeah, it's okay to kind of do some second guessing and look a little bit deeper into the situation. We don't always have to be like really like paranoid and scared, but
safe,
yes.
and aware of your surroundings.
Yes. Okay. Allegedly, this is not his first time love bombing and doing this to a partner. This girl is adorable. Her eyes look like dolls.
Right? She's so pretty.
He wrote me a love letter. He wrote me a book. He wrote me a song. He came to my house with thousands of flowers every time we messed up, and he just...
Okay, if you're making a TikTok, stop putting crazy loud music on top of it. This is insane.
Yeah, and I know this isn't her. Somebody obviously like stitched. Yeah, like what are you doing? I hate pages that do this. That take other people's content and then like warp it just to like. I get like whatever you're trying to make it your own, but like please.
You also don't have to do that.
No, it's just like going in and out. Yeah. Okay.
Wooed me back in, and I was like, wow, like he's putting this much effort into me, like a month into knowing him.
Back in my apartment, and then Landon has ordered me like 750 flowers, and like the security wouldn't let those flowers
They were
up.
so heavy.
Yeah, they were so heavy, and they literally like had to carry them in with like 5 men, and they were like in my living room.
So that can definitely be love bombing. The, those grand gestures like right away. Yikes.
Mm-hmm.
Also, that's
I'm
just
so
a
glad
hassle.
Big Eye was so broke when we first like got together, because like that was really based on personality and just like talking and hanging out and spending time with each other.
Yeah. My God. Yeah.
We really, I always say that to him. I'm like, you know what? Like, I am glad that I was in like a vulnerable mental state when we first got together. My standards weren't like the highest. Well, we had also known each other on and off for like so many years. Not on and off, like we'd known each other the whole time, but like would, kind of like see each other on and off. So we'd already like established that, but I do say that. I love him. I love him so much. And like he's worked so hard in his life, and he's like the most supportive and best
listen, girl,
support system and partner ever. But I am glad that it wasn't a facade. We got to truly know each other.
Me and Megan, one of my best friends since sixth grade, we always say, because we didn't marry like South Tampa guys, like the ones with like those generational last names.
Right.
We always joke that we outsourced, and we do have a few friends who did marry money. Definitely not for looks, but married for, maybe they love them too. I don't know. But they'll like post pictures and stuff, and they're like, oh, we're putting in like a new like lift on our dock on our waterfront property for our new boat. And me and Megan are like, cool, my husband can build cabinets. Like, awesome.
That's good though.
But also like,
and you can
our husbands
have
are hot.
conversations and know each other and just be support. You know what I mean? And you know what? To each their own. Some people truly value that though in a partnership, like just feeling like financially secured and like having that status, and like that's totally okay.
If you're both getting what you want out of it and it's a healthy
100%.
Go off. Who cares?
Go off. Yeah. And yeah, we all have different values, but that's funny because whenever I see like people who have like had these and then like on our first date he like flew me to wherever, and it's like I could never.
Girl, our first like actual date, because I was like, oh, we've only just like hung out, we haven't actually gone to dinner together. I had just graduated high school. Tony was a sophomore in college, and we're only a year apart. Calm down. And we're both 19. And I was like, I had these standards of like living with my parents still. And so I was like, where the f*** are you going to take me? You're a poor college kid. I'm a poor high school kid. Like, what? And so I was like, you know what? We're going to go to the country club to have dinner. And then he tried to pay for it. And then I like got the ticket, and I just like signed, my dad's name. And
perfect.
And Tony was like, oh, what? And I was like, yeah, my dad just paid for it. And he was like, oh. And so still to this day, people are like, oh, where'd you go on your first date? And I was like, the country club. Thanks, Rammy. I used to do that all the time. Girl, I still do that. I sign my own name though, obviously. But
now you do.
Being to the pool.
My high school boyfriend and I always used to go to like the bougier like restaurant in the area, like because he lived in the bougie area. I lived across the tracks, and like it was just like just decent. But it was always on his dad's credit card. So thanks, Dennis, for that.
Yeah, my high school boyfriend was a drug dealer, so he would like always buy me Tiffany's and like get me whatever I wanted. And I just wouldn't ask questions of like where the money came from, because he like didn't have a job.
You were just like, you are doing great, sweetheart.
Yeah. And I remember I told him, I was like, I want you to buy me. I was like 15. I was like, I want you to buy me a house in Boca Grande, which is like the Hamptons of Tampa. And then when I came back from rehab, and I was just switched up on him, and I was like, you need to be sober. You need to get a job. And he's like, I'm trying to sell as much drugs as I can so I can buy you a house in Boca Grande. And I'm like,
jeez.
I was also on cocaine when I said that, sir.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know what? Sometimes you just got to marry a cop and have a kid and spend your life exposing scammers. So
yeah,
that was a turnaround.
It all worked out.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, it is interesting to like continue to do this like at that age though. Like they're like in their late 20s. So I think that's interesting. Obviously, people can be manipulative at any age, but I do hope that more people come out with their stories and all that. Now, while engaged, Liz got pregnant, and she and Landon prepared to welcome their new addition to their family. They had a gender reveal, all that. We can play it because it has copyrighted music. And literally 5 days after posting their gender reveal video, Liz found out that Landon cheated on her, and the internet does what the internet does.
Lost it. Okay. Ooh, I love when we get a breakdown from somebody. Jennifer, tell us what happened.
Jennifer, do you have a whiteboard?
Wizard Liz just posted that she was cheated on by her fiancé Landon. Well, her now ex-fiancé, the Wizard Liz, out of all people, she's 4 months pregnant, and she just posted her baby gender reveal a few days ago, saying life can change fast once you decide what exactly you want. Like, oh my gosh. So she exposes Landon on her Instagram story, saying, "Funny how my intuition was screaming at me in this video. Thank God what I found out today. I've been through worse in my life. This will most definitely not break me. Women, choose yourself and walk away from the first time." And she talks about how she found out Landon cheated on her, saying Landon decided to make a Snapchat account and reach out to a girl to meet up. He was just with me in London, made a whole book about how much he loves me. Anyways, the girl reached out to me today and showed us evidence. He called the relationship fake. So Landon told the girl that his relationship was fake with Wizard Liz. Oh, I'm 4 months pregnant. He says he's incredibly sorry, and honestly, I feel like I don't know him at all. I feel stupid for ignoring the signs and dreams I had, even though I told him about, and he told me I was crazy. So she had a feeling he was cheating on her, and he shut it down. Ladies, trust your intuition. I'm absolutely heartbroken and shocked. My haters can go celebrate. Haha, so funny. I will always have the last laugh, though. He lost everything and I gained everything, thank God. And that she's going to sell her engagement ring that was $100,000 and donate the money to single moms. And she's asking people to not send Landon any hate, and that she still loves him, but she chooses herself. I still can't believe it. Out of all people, the Wizard Liz. I give up. I give up on love.
That's so sad and insane, obviously. But she even said, like, yeah, he made me a book about how much he loves me. He did that with his ex. Like, how... That's diabolical. Doing like the same specific, like, creative type of presence over and over again for like each person is psychotic. That's crazy.
Yeah. It's also like uninspiring. You know, it's like, do you really not have enough in there?
Did he just go in and change the name?
Dig a little. Yeah. You know, like that's just not. That's like copying your best friend's homework and literally like just like handing it in together, like with nothing changed.
Yeah, or like copying,
repeatedly.
you know, your best friend's podcast, and when you live in two different places. We didn't copy. Do we know them? Okay, we're friends.
Oh my God, I cannot wait for Friday's episode. I'm so excited.
Yeah, same.
So I guess after this, Landon started crashing out. We also love a good crash out moment. So
I love when men crash out.
I know.
Oh my God, it's so when white men crash out, it's so satisfying.
The one guy that Jesse and Lily talked about.
Yes. The one that the girl was literally just like, no thanks, I don't want to go on your podcast.
Yeah, and they crashed out, and then he started crying. He's like, I don't know how to read.
Yeah. Oh my God, he's scared of books. He's allergic.
Oh, right, I'm scared.
Allergic to books.
Yeah, sorry. I shouldn't have said I don't know how to read. Like, because I don't know how to read on a good day.
Bitch, I'm dyslexic, but still, like,
yeah.
I ain't scared of them.
It's like I'm scared of.
I might be scared of, like, Mein Kampf, but, like, not really scared of any books. It's so weird.
Oh, I can't. Okay. All right. So let's watch him crash out because I'm starting to crash out.
I love it.
Y'all, Landon, the guy that cheated on the Wizard Liz, is having some sort of crash out because this man literally just posted all the screenshots and evidence of him cheating. So let's get into it. Oh, he's so dumb. And all of this is screenshotted off of his story. So Landon messages the girl.
It says, it's a Snapchat. Landon, are you in Dallas? And then whoever this girl is, yeah, why? Landon, just wondering. All I know is still here. I just got back from London, in New York Tuesday, then back in Dallas for a week. Do you have plans? Her. Are you married?
Okay, the girl he's trying to cheat with. And mind you, this is all happening when the Wizard Liz is in London and Landon came back to the US. He messages the girl, are you still in Dallas? She says, yeah, why? He says, just wondering who. All I know is still here. I just got back from London, in New York Tuesday, then back in Dallas for a week. Do you have plans? So he's obviously trying to hang out with her. This girl, she ate him up. She said, aren't you married? This idiot says no. He denies being married, even though on his main Instagram account, the only post up there is him and Liz's engagement post of her with the fucking ring.
It says no, plus just looking for friends on Snapchat. No, you're not. And then it says Landon changed chats to delete immediately.
He says no, plus just looking for friends. And then he changes the chat to delete immediately. This dumb. The girl says, since when aren't you married? He says, well, it's complicated long distance internet thing. But no, I'm not married, LOL, not a normal life for sure. So basically trying to invalidate the entire relationship, saying it's just an internet thing and it's long distance, even though Liz's cats were literally with him at the time. The girl says, so your whole relationship is fake? Then he said, no, it's not, but I'm not married.
She's like not posting the right ones. Like she needs to put up the other receipts.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Okay. No, it's not, but I'm not married. That part is not real. What does that even mean? Yikes.
That part's not real. The girl says, what does that even mean? Mind you, again, the only post on his entire Instagram page is him and Liz's marriage announcement. Then he proceeds to say, haha, do you want to see me? I can tell you in person. Trying to make plans to hang out. He claims, oh, it was just a small thing. I didn't even cheat. It was just a little text. No, motherfucker. You were trying to make plans to see this girl in person so you could properly cheat. She says, I don't want to hang out with a married man, and I saw you wearing a wedding ring. He proceeds to say, well, that's fair, but no, not married.
You invited my boyfriend and we never came. I didn't know you had a boyfriend at the time, and no, not trying to pull a fast one on you. LOL, was curious, but you said it yourself. You are in a relationship.
She sends him a screenshot of his wedding ring. This idiot says, oh God, that was worn for the video. But never mind.
So he's the one who he's the one who posted all of it.
I guess, but it's weird because it's from the phone. It says me.
Right. Yeah, that makes no sense.
So it must have been from,
unless he like reshared it. Like obviously she shared it and then maybe like
I don't know.
Just like, yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, that would make sense if like she shared it and then he reshared it. Oh, that's what it says. It says Landon shares the screenshots of him cheating. So maybe if it means like the girl posted it and then he shared it and was like, look, see, we never hung out. And it's like, but you were trying to hang out with other women and saying that you weren't in a relationship or that you weren't married.
The instant change the chat when she's like, aren't you married? And he's like, oh, this girl's not down. She's a girl's girl.
Yeah. Which, hey, guess what?
Delete that real quick.
We love that. We love when
women of course we do
that and are like, hey, guess what, babe? We're not the problem. He's the problem. Here's all the receipts. Yes. There you go.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, yeah, she's a queen. I
love
hope she is
so
just getting
much.
all the amazing karma in the world.
Right and good snacks. And silent
Always.
Farts. Silent, scentless farts.
I'm like, they gotta be scentless. Yeah.
Scentless. Or scented. Lavender.
Could be me. Definitely big eye though.
Nope, because that is sewage leaking out of your butthole.
Mm-hmm. Oh, especially if I have ground beef. I've cut it out of my life now, and it's actually a lot better.
Yeah, girl.
Nice,
it's because of
sad.
It's because of like the oils and the grease and stuff.
I know. No, well, Haley looked into something. I can't remember what it was. Again, like she
do be googling.
She do be googling. Anyways, oh, okay. This is another.
We're gonna take it. We're gonna let the gays take it from here.
Okay.
Yeah.
The amazing wizard Liz announced that her fiance Landon created a fake Snapchat, met up with a girl, and cheated on her. But not only did he cheat on Liz, she's 4 months pregnant with his baby, so he cheated on the future of his child as well. Landon just joined Liz on her platform in an hour-long video about the relationship and said that it's a toxic message for women to never trust a man, and this is what I find absolutely incredible about the modern man. He has the audacity to rage against the different ways women protect themselves while being the exact reason those defenses exist in the first place. The modern man is mad women have trust issues but creates fake Snapchats behind her back. He's mad that women are guarded, but never stops giving her reasons to be. The modern man is a faux victim and a crybaby. The modern man complains that women aren't getting married and having children at the same rate anymore, but lacks such self-control that he'll go destroy the future of his own child and the family that child is owed for 15 minutes of pleasure before that child even breathes its first breath. This isn't just about men cheating. This is about the current environment we're in, where men are out playing victim, acting like society is against them, while they run around destroying their own families, destroying the futures of their children, and destroying the hearts of the women that care about them. Liz deserves better, and every woman and child deserves
look
better.
at
Christian.
the hair on my arms is literally
Christian,
like
take this.
raised.
Take it. We're giving you our
This
podcast.
is your podcast now,
like,
actually.
That part. So on May 27th and 28th, that's real recent, Landon posted on Instagram, uploaded a video to Twitter. There are about 5 in total. His apology obviously sucks. So there's that. Oh, looks like it's been deleted.
No.
Wait,
no, I have it.
Look, I'm not going to come on here and ask for your forgiveness. I'm just going to come on here and ask for understanding, because I made a mistake, but that doesn't mean that I don't love Liz. I love her with my entire heart, and we have a baby on the way. And over the last 10 months, I have done everything I can to give this person all that I can and to make her happy and do all of this. And regardless of how much I care, I made a mistake. And in the middle of texting somebody I should not be texting, in this moment of weakness, like seeking validation, and it's just a bad behavior that I can't believe I did it. But in the moment that I was doing it, I messaged that person that I was sorry and that it was wrong. And I prayed to God that night for strength and clarity and to never do that again. That is not who I want to be. It is not what I had.
I prayed to God that night that she would not expose my Snapchats, is what I think he said.
I thought I was smarter than this, and I let something build up inside of me that I indulged in, and it is weak and it is despicable. And in this, I'd like to just take full accountability. I don't think this should have been aired out, honestly. And there's so much, oh my God, there's so much to say that I am not going to say. But I'm taking accountability regardless. This is not something that I want to promote or make seem like I identify with. This is not who I want to be, and I'm sorry. I don't know how I could be such a idiot at times. Like, throughout my life, there are times where I just do things that I know I shouldn't. And I learn, but I shouldn't have to learn this way. So
Okay, I think this is the final.
Very final thing. Look, I fucked up huge. I'm not a perfect person. I made a mistake, a huge mistake. And although that's the case, like, I genuinely am curious if you guys believe that people can make mistakes and get better. And I genuinely pray that in the event that I am able to clearly demonstrate that this is not who I am, this is not who I want to be, this is not who I will be moving forward, for the sake of my family and Liz, most importantly Liz, that if I am able to earn her trust back and earn her respect back, that you do not evil eye the shit out of her or my family. You can hate me. This is a big mistake. Redeemable or not, all I ask is that you give me enough grace where if that's what's supposed to happen here, that it happens.
So it's kind of rich of him to already be thinking that she's going to forgive him and that he wants people to not like put like bad energy out there for their potential rekindling of the relationship. I think that that's actually quite comical.
It's giving manipulation, 100%.
Yeah, it's like he's talking to her to be like, listen, I'm putting this out there. We may get back together. And
I don't know how to tell you this, but don't stay too mad.
Yeah, and everybody else, chill the fuck out and look the other
Yeah.
way and just accept it.
And then he posted a notes app thing and said, "My final comment to any person saying that I planned to hurt her, that I never loved her." I mean, I don't think that's valid. "I pray that you realize that you are only hurting her more. No woman should, oh my God,
manipulation.
stop, you piece of, no woman should ever experience this pain, and no man should ever try to justify this pain, regardless of what problems may exist in some relationships. This issue started before the pregnancy. This was not calculated." Girl, I can't with him. That's the dumbest shit that I've ever, like, that's so dumb.
Mm-hmm.
The issue started before our pregnancy. This was not calculated. My wife, my greatest blessing, unfairly had no knowledge of something that I was too weak to even acknowledge myself. I hurt her, and this is my greatest failure. God promotes good and despises evil. I pray the internet stops using this failure of mine to promote further division, distrust, and hate. God blesses those who seek and honor his blessings. God revokes blessings from the dishonorable and replaces them with lessons that lead us closer to him. I'm committed to repairing all I have broken and working to ensure this never happens again. I'm deeply sorry to all those I have hurt, to my family, to my team, and most importantly to Liz. He calls Liz his wife, but remember what he said in the Snapchat messages? "No, I'm not married." Oh my God. What is going on?
Okay, so I think the issue here is that he obviously feels like he can manipulate the audience and Liz, like the way that he's like doing like the notes, being like, "Oh, you're only hurting her," and he's saying, you know, like people make mistakes in this one moment of weakness. He's definitely portraying that this is like the first time that he's ever done this, and he just like cannot believe because this is not the person that he wants to be. But it says that he's displayed similar behavior in the past with the doll, the beautiful blonde doll that we saw, Abby, and did the same kind of to her.
So it's when Abby reached out to Liz, and it says, "Hey honey, I'm Landon's ex. There are some emails you should go through of him spamming me and following me to Europe. I dropped my restraining order because he stopped emailing me, but he was emailing me into August begging for me back after I broke up with him, and he stalked me to Ibiza. He emailed me on two different..."
He did it to Abby too.
Yeah, really, like that's international stalking, girl. It's on a wide scale. Expensive.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So he emailed me on two different email accounts to myself. I don't understand how some people's brains work. Like, anyways, just thought you should know. You also called me on my second phone number after I got back from Europe. I would go through his emails to see, just trying to help a girl out. I'm not trying to start anything, but be careful with that boy. And then they said again, "I'm so sorry. I just heard what happened. If you're up for it, I would love to have a conversation. I was also a victim of Landon, and we have similar stories. Landon got me pregnant as well back in November of 23. I know this is a lot, but it's been weighing on my heart, and I would love to tell you my story. I hope to give you closure. You have my number. Feel free to text me." Holy shit.
Oh,
did she have a miscarriage or something?
Gosh. Oh my gosh.
That's insane.
That is insane. Oh, okay. So I don't like this. This is like okay, so obviously, whatever. This is all out there. This is what I don't like about when we watch these stories, because I think the purpose is, like we said at the beginning, like if it's the woman that's like wanting to like get out there and like have that validation, like that's where I look at it, right? Like there is like some like, I don't know, a little bit of like a healing. I'm like kind of just like raging and like getting it off your chest. Like I said, I wish I would have kind of like had it out, like maybe I do, maybe I don't. But in hindsight, it does sound like it would have been a little bit like therapeutic to like expose. But I guess what I don't like here is that some people are saying that like since she's like so into like the manifesting of things, that she manifested being cheated on. So yeah. I hate that, and I want to see this.
You manifest cheating, guys. Do you realize that? It's not just the good things you manifest. So a lot of people have asked me, what happened with the Landon and the wizard Liz situation? Well, she manifested it. And I'm not saying this with glee or with happiness. I want you guys to understand so it doesn't happen to you. Go back to some of her videos where she's saying, imagine that you go to your boyfriend's phone and he's DM'd a whole lot of girls and you're the one who answered. That's what happened. Then she says, imagine that he's still with you and he's still DMing girls. And those girls come to you and say, oh, I never answered. What you imagine will become true. constantly throughout her videos, and I don't watch her, but I've seen a lot of content pop up on my TikTok recently. It's her imagining the worst, her saying that cheating happens, her talking about if anyone ever betrayed her, she'd leave, her talking about fearing being a single mother. And look what manifested. Unfortunately for Liz, she thinks manifestation is something mystical and magical and positive. It's also manifesting bad things. When she ran into him at the airport, she thought that was mystical and magical, and she manifested that, or he manifested that. Guys, it's not just good things that manifest, it's bad things too. You'll meet your stalker at an airport and then think it's magic. And then you'll fall for the love bombing and live in Airbnbs and think it's wonderful when really you barely know the guy. A lot of her stuff is very negative about men. And if you listen to her talking about men, she's got really bad stories about them and that they'll betray you and you can't trust them and you have to be the strong, independent woman. So even if she wanted to stay right now, she can't because of the story she holds that if you get betrayed, which you always will, according to her, you will have to leave. So she has to leave. Be very careful of the beliefs you hold on to about yourself and about men.
Yeah, that's a lot of victim blaming. I don't like that.
And a lot of you have really, really strong negative stories about men. Not all men cheat. If you have that belief, it'll be true for you. Not all men will betray or hurt you. If you have that belief, it will be true for you. Unfortunately, it became true for her. Go back to some of her videos and listen to what she literally predicted. That's not prediction, that's manifestation. Most of you think that manifestation is just positive stuff. It's not, guys. It's what you're subconsciously fearing. I have a whole video about this on my YouTube channel called Her Fears Came True. And it was based on me knowing very little about Liz at all, except for her massive trust issues, which I can see in her content. You don't even need to watch her to know she's got severe trust issues and also massive insecurity and body dysmorphia. And all the confidence.
Girl,
Ew,
no.
Then she shows the thumbnail of the video. Oh my God, I can't. Lowe's, whatever.
Girl,
Oh
I
my God,
have fears that tiny velociraptors are going to come out of my toilet and bite me in the butthole when I'm pooping. Like, that's not going to happen. I even told Tony the other day because I had like, you know, when you just have like a horrible dream that like your spouse hates you and like the feelings are so real and it's like, oh my God, what's going on? And you wake up and like the feelings are so powerful and so real and it like ruins your day because you're like depressed about something that never even happened. I told him, I was like, I think that's like my worst fear is like you just waking up one day and like hating me. Like that's terrifying to me. And he was like, well, good thing that's not going to happen. I was like, I know, but like, does that mean I'm manifesting it? No, that's not how manifestation actually works. It's not just you say something and then it's magical and happens, negative or positive.
Yeah. I mean, I get like where she's saying like it, like if that's like constantly like what you're like putting out there and saying, and it's like, because that is like, I do believe that is actually it. Like it takes effort to like be positive and like just know and trust like everything is going to work out okay. And I feel like either you have it and you believe that or you don't, right? And you're not right or wrong either way. But yeah, for the victim blaming and like, yeah. I did not like that delivery. I did not like that delivery at all. Yeah, it's not the time. It's really not the time. We just want to be here to listen to Liz. This Liz.
Yeah, this Liz.
So I guess just recently she has shared a post and
the wizard Liz just posted this on her Instagram stating mommy's biggest blessing. I really thought she was going to not really share too much of her journey in regards to her pregnancy with us because of all that's been happening. I can imagine how overwhelmed she is and how healthy she wants to stay. But the fact that she's letting us in on this beautiful moment. Like everybody flood her comment section with love. Don't bring up Landon up in a comment section. Just like...
That is cute. Yeah, don't bring it up. Like, that's the biggest thing, I think, is like to be able, I think the most empowering thing in a situation like this is to literally act like he doesn't exist.
Yeah, and I mean,
act like he, like for her followers, like go send, like, yes, it's love, but not being like, oh my God, like, I'm so sorry, like, you're so much better. It's just like, literally just like be like, pretend that guy wasn't even there.
Yeah. Part of my life never happened.
Yeah.
And then obviously, like, on the personal side of it, like, if you are able to, sure, like co-parent, whatever. But I don't know, man. Personally, I would try to make it so that narcissist and sociopath never sees my kid. However, that's her own business, not ours. But that sucks. I feel bad for her, but you know, he's disgusting.
It sounds like she's got a good, I think, and you know what? Maybe even the fact that like because of the content that she's made for so long, like gives her the strength to just handle this like exactly the way. I truly believe that this girl, like she's seems to be like so successful on her own, like self-made anyways.
Yeah.
That is like the idea. Of course, you don't ever want somebody to feel pain or like feel that situation, but if it's not a good situation for them anyways, and there just like needs to be an end to it, she's like ideally in like the best situation of being able to be like, I don't need to rely on you.
Yeah.
And also like having this background of empowering women, and she can kind of like use those tools like now for herself. Unfortunately, but fortunately, she seems to be like the type of person that being like, I am coming out stronger than this.
Yeah, thank God.
You know?
Thank God. And hopefully because
we're sending her love.
Yes. Well, hopefully because she talked about it and then other people came out about it. So then like if people search him, I mean, he has a big following. If you like then search him and you know, always Google them, okay? Oh, girl, do it. And then, you know, it'll pop up that he's a cheater and a liar and a love bomber, allegedly.
Allegedly.
But that's going to be it for this episode, y'all. We hope you enjoyed. Yeah. I have an entire stack of documents from the house that Elizabeth Teckenbrock got evicted from. So I have to go pour myself a glass of something and read through these. And
you gotta take photos of all of them right now.
Yes.
Put them in a Google Doc, and then we will both pour a glass of something and go through it together.
All right. Stay delusional.
Stay feral.
Damn the man! Save the empire!
And we'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.
Bye.